Good morning, Team America. Hope you're doing well. It's a beautiful day, beautiful morning. Weather's really nice outside over here. Nice and tangy. It's not really cold. It's kind of more robust and warmy. But this is to all of us. Come on, grab your cup. Grab your cup. Come on. Okay, come on. Do it. A lot of people wrote me this past week, telling me that they do watch the show. Some watch it in groups, which I thank. So last night, interesting conversation I had. I have to adjust the camera 1 second. Interesting conversation I had last night online, and apparently there are people who tell me that I am wrong about the moon landing, but they didn't argue with me about my complaint. They were just giving me more information, maybe some things I didn't really consider. And you know me, I am a listener. I listen to people because, you never know. You're probably going to hear something you never heard before, and these people nailed it. They nailed it. So at the end of this episode, some people are going to be shocked that I'm going to have to agree with them. So let's get on with it, right? So first of all, America has a history of re-engineering stuff. They'll find stuff, re-engineer it, make it better, or re-engineer it, know how to make it work, and just kind of put it together and wow, fascinate people. Now, I was in the Navy, submarine service, for 20 years, and during the latter half of my career, I actually gained a top secret SCI clearance, which is really high. And there's like these levels, okay? I don't want to get into it, but I because of that program, I actually got to see some stuff I didn't even know existed. I could not believe existed, and when I saw them, I was like, "Holy crap, we actually have this!" And I guess if you look at it in a way that you didn't know it existed, and you saw it for the first time, you would think it's an alien ship. So the technology that the military gains from certain aspects, where they get it, I don't know, but there's some really critical thinkers and they think of some really great stuff, and it makes you go, okay, I can see where they got that. Well, my complaint has been radiation exposure for astronauts going into space, because I know radiation very well, and the people I talked to last night know radiation very well too. And it's not about speed. A lot of people are saying, well, through the Van Allen belts, they hauled ass. Well, cosmic radiation is even worse than the Van Allen belts. The Van Allen belts are just a soup. It's just a soup of radiation. But cosmic radiation is even worse. So they had to get through that. And the moon is being bombarded with cosmic radiation every day. So the whole place is just a mega radiation zone. Anyway, so I'm getting to that. Calm down. I'm getting to that. Let me get some more coffee. You too, get some coffee. It's getting exciting, I know. Anyway, so how were they able to deflect, or how were they able to prevent the absorption of radiation going to the moon? And I know you're thinking to yourself, David, come on, just get to it. Okay. Well, if America is known to re-engineer things, okay, so number one, the Germans were creating rockets way before anybody else was. So that's why we brought their scientists after the war to work with us and gave them immunity for all these crimes so they could build these rockets for us. But there's also evidence that the Germans had captured a UFO a long time ago. They didn't know how to make it work or how it worked, but the thing was destroyed. But here in the United States, we had the Roswell incident. And then in the Roswell incident, they have pretty conclusive facts of something that may have occurred. But some of the information that was released was that there was an alloy that was found that when you crimpled it up and then you threw it on the ground, it would straighten back out. And that alloy was from the ship, the outer skin, and it was paper thin. So when the astronauts say, well, the lunar lander is made of a special material, aluminum, that is paper thin. Okay, this stuff could have been re-engineered from the alien crafts. That would explain one part of, the conspiracy theory that I have. Now, the second part is that in the military, even though I know some of these things exist, some of these technologies that exist that are out there, I don't know how they work. As a matter of fact, I don't know how some of the propulsion systems work that are classified. So, that being the case, they were able to re-engineer the engine systems from the alien craft and put it into NASA's ships to make them work in space, to increase speed. That makes a hell lot more sense than these guys going psh, psh, psh in space. So now, the one thing that they do, they have kind of, these guys I talked to, they have kind of agreed upon, is that the technology was lost. In other words, once the moon landing stuff was over, there was no need to keep the technology around anymore, because they didn't think they'd ever be going to the moon again, or in space, or anything like that. At least in the next 10 generations. So the technology was lost, and that's what they're talking about. It's not the computer systems, the rocket launches, and stuff like that. It's the technology to shield from radiation. And today, NASA is claiming wanting to go back to the moon in about 2 or 3 years, which means I'll be alive to see this. So it'll be interesting what they've re-engineered or what they've gotten to do this, because they're claiming that the new space capsules are made of porcelain. The same things that you can put in your microwave to cook stuff that won't, melt. So this will be interesting. It'll be interesting in a couple of years to see just exactly what kind of bullshit they're going to try to push on people. And, they're still trying to find technologies to, kind of record this thing happening. Like, you can't take a cell phone and take selfies to space, because you won't be able to see it till you get back. But the technology for communications and stuff is also part of the alien technology that they might have lost. Now, we are receiving telemetry from one of the satellites. I can't remember which one it was. Voyager, the Voyager satellites that went a long time ago. And they're still sending signals back through deep space, but it's taking years to get here. So it's very interesting to see how they're going to work that all out. But it works, it works. Let's bring it back down to America, people. Let's bring it back down here to where we're at. Recounts have started in Georgia. I can't see for the life of me that more people voted for Biden in this last election than they voted for Hillary Clinton and Obama. I can't see that. No, I can't see that. So I think everything's going to turn around pretty quickly. It's going to get very ugly, and people are going to start getting upset. But remember, like during the last 7 days since this whole thing's happened, there's been no riots yet. None of the Republicans have gone out and burned anything down or beat people up or anything. But the Democrats are still sitting out there waiting. They're waiting because they want to. They want to so bad. And now that we have a serum for COVID, apparently it's only 99% effective. We won't be wearing masks if Biden comes back, because everyone's just going to forget about it. And people that wasted my year on projects we could have been filming, but they couldn't go anywhere because of masks. It's bullshit. But anyway, but that's just the way things bounce on this planet. That's so true. So for all you Team America people still out there, people that believe we did go to the moon, I'm going to start teeter-tottering, as I said at the beginning of this video. We went to the moon. We high probability, almost 98% went to the moon, if NASA will admit that they re-engineered alien technology to get them there, because it's the only way to explain how to get there. Remember, they were still using fuse bulbs in their computers back then. And a lot of you don't even know what that is. It's almost stupid. Anyway, so for Team America, this is Dave signing off. Let's drink one more together. God bless you. Look at your bosses and your employees that were around you and smile that smile you got. Be proud that you live in a free country, and be happy that we wake up every morning and we can breathe, because you can. It's free. God bless you. Team America, signing off.